We go now to 2A South, sectional 41. 7 teams in action. The Tuesday night game, number 8, Wapahani will play Alexandria. Game number 1 on Wednesday night, number 6, LaPel is matched up with Frankton. LaPel beat Frankton 62-50 on January the 24th. And the second game of the evening features Muncie Burris taking on Elwood. Friday night, number 5, Winchester, last year's runners-up in 2A, will take on the Wapahani Alexandria winner. Winchester lost to Wapahani 61-57 on December the 2nd. They did not play Alexandria. And this should be a great matchup in sectional 41. We go to sectional 42. This one at Hagerstown. Tuesday night, game number 1. Hagerstown will play Cambridge City Lincoln, followed by the Northeastern Eastern Hancock matchup. Game 1 on Wednesday night. Knightstown will play Union County, followed by Centerville and Shenandoah. Sectional 43 at Indian Creek, 7 teams. Tuesday night, Indianapolis-Scecina will play the host Braves from Indian Creek. On Wednesday, game 1, Triton Central will square off against Indianapolis Cardinal Ritter. Game number 2, Wednesday night, number 7, Heritage Christian will play Park Tudor. Heritage Christian lost at Indian Creek 79-75 back on February the 17th. Friday night in sectional 43 at Indian Creek, Indianapolis, Washington will play the winner of the Scecina Indian Creek matchup. Sectional 44 at North Decatur. Tuesday night, North Decatur will play Milan. On Wednesday, game 1, South Ripley will play Switzerland County. Number 4, Lawrenceburg will take on Hauser in game number 2 on Wednesday night. Friday night at sectional 44, Southwestern of Hanover will play the North Decatur Milan winner. Sectional number 45 at Eastern Green, 5 teams. Tuesday night, Eastern Green will play North Knox. Game 1 on Friday, Bloomfield will take on South Knox, followed by the Linton-Stockton winner. The Linton-Stockton will take on the winner of Eastern Green and North Knox. Sectional 46 at South Putnam, 8 teams. Tuesday night, game number 1, Covenant Christian will play Cascade. Second game of the night features South Putnam and Cloverdale. On Wednesday, the first game of the night pits Tri-West Hendricks against Monrovia. And the second game Wednesday night, sectional 46, Speedway will play North Putnam. Sectional 47 at Providence. Tuesday night, Austin will play Paoli. On Wednesday, game 1, Eastern Pekin is matched up with Providence. The second game of the night features West Washington taking on Clarksville. Friday night, Brownstown Central will play the winner of the Austin-Paoli matchup in game number 1. And in sectional number 48 at Evansville Mater Dei. Tuesday night, game number 1, North Posey will play the host Mater Dei. The second game of the evening, Perry Central is matched up with number 9, Forest Park. Friday night at sectional 48, game 1, Tell City will play the North Posey Evansville Mater Dei winner, followed by the South Spencer matchup with the winner of Perry Central and Forest Park. Chris May. Let's start with sectional 41. That's where we started. Go to the top. 3 ranked teams in action there. Number 8, Wapahani taking on Alexandria. If they win, they get a chance to play number 5, Winchester Friday night. In the lower half of the bracket, the host LaPel taking on Frankton, their biggest rival on the schedule. What a sectional. I mean, you've got 4 teams in this one, 5 teams. This one is, I mean, especially with the 3 ranked teams, but you know how this goes. This is one of those that legitimately says is one of the toughest sectionals in the state.
You've got 3 teams in there ranked in the top 10. The Sagarin rankings agree with you. 3 in the top 9, in fact, in Class 2A. And the potential exists for that second-round matchup of Winchester, the 2-time 2A state runners-up, taking on Wapahani in the second round. That would be a rematch from earlier this year. Wapahani actually handed Winchester one of their 3 losses so far this season. This is another of those sectionals. We talked about the 1A sectional involving Lagodi and Bar Reeve and Vincennes Rivet and those schools. This is another one where you've kind of got the circular action with the 3 top teams here. Wapahani beat Winchester. LaPel has beaten Wapahani. So there's no direct route to who's the favorite here. But anyway, around it, getting out of the top half of that bracket between Winchester, Wapahani, and then Alexandria also there in the top half, it's going to be difficult to get through there. LaPel, as you mentioned, LaPel in the same school system as Frankton. That's going to be a big rivalry to open up the sectional for Jimmy Howell's team as well.
Well, in sectional 43, you have 4 teams with winning records. Ritter, Indian Creek, Heritage Christian ranked 7th, Triton Central. You move to sectional number 44 at North Decatur, 2 ranked teams. Lawrenceburg 4th, Switzerland County ranked number 11. You know, that's an intriguing situation to me because they are both in the lower part of the bracket and could potentially see one another on Friday night.
Yeah, you're talking about sectional 44 there, and there's some talent there, and this time they're all sort of lumped in the lower half of the bracket there. Lawrenceburg is a team, they've got 8 seniors this year, Bob, and that's another of those schools you talk about. That crop that just works their way up, and they're now seniors this year, and they've put it together with a really, really strong season. 13-2 this year. You know, Hauser's their first round opponent, and this is going to be interesting. Hauser's won 5 of their last 6 games. Their record's 10-7, but they're playing well at the right time of year. So many coaches talk about that and want to see that, and that's what Hauser's got going right now. So to go up against Lawrenceburg, who's won 6 of their last 7, you've got 2 extremely hot teams facing each other in the first round, and then Switzerland County is another team that has to be considered one of the contenders in this sectional, and they would be a potential second-round matchup there.
I really like the balance of sectional 47 at Providence. Austin is 16-3; they're 13th in the state. But then you have 5 teams, Chris, with winning records. You have Paoli, Providence, Brownstown Central, and West Washington all have winning records. And when you talk about balance and going at one another, that's what this is all about in section 47.
You're right. I like the balance. I like the coaches in this section.
Oh, absolutely.
You look around. You've got
some of the legends in this one.
Joe
Absolutely.
Hinton at Paoli, Lula Fever at Providence. You got Dave Benner, who had a strong run with the Brownstown Central team a few years ago. And like you mentioned, Brownstown Central gets that first round bye, and they're in the top half, and they would see either Paoli or Austin. And, yeah, you've got some really good teams, really good coaches, and that's one that looks pretty balanced and should be a lot of fun for the spectators down there at Providence.